Okay, so it's Sunday. We have 2 days left until we're heading to the dessert. So we still have a list of things that we need to do. Of course, we need to swap the tires. We got to put the dirt tires on the Can-Am. We need to blow out the clutch and the air filter, swap some batteries around between Boosty and the trailer so we can be warm at night. And we're going to finish installing the console mount into the Can-Am. I think that's it. Probably not. There's still the normal stuff too, so stick around, see what happens. How awesome it is.
We have these batteries over here that are going to go in Boosty, and we have the batteries in Boosty that are actually going to go, well, at least one of them on the trailer. The one battery that it comes with doesn't, it won't run the heater all night, and we're going to the desert, and it will get down to 27 degrees at night. So to be comfortable, we kind of like to run the heater. We don't have enough room for both of the batteries out of Boosty. They're actually new batteries, but we bought a while back. But we came across some brand new interstates that we're going to put in Boosty, and we're going to put at least one of the batteries out of Boosty on the trailer with the original battery that came with it, and that gives us a full night of heater. So here we go.
What are you doing over here?
We are swapping batteries, so taking these batteries out. This is going to be fun because this truck is kind of tall.
You do up the stairs to the top of the truck.
Seems like we just did this.
We did.
And they're not light. And the new ones are even heavier.
Well, that looks fun. Oh, okay. Climb back up here.
Yeah, these things are heavy.
Wow, look at all this fancy stuff. Ooh. Does that, you said it has a 30-month warranty on these?
30-month warranty.
That's just shy of 3 years, sir.
Look at that, made in Mexico.
So that ladder's a death trap.
That ladder is dangerous. Okay, so now we're going to take out battery number 2. Take the cables off and swap one more battery.
All right.
I'm gonna lift this ginormous heavy thing in here. So fun.
God, has its own special little blanket.
It does.
All right, both in. 1 and 2, safe and sound.
We thought we could just throw one of the batteries from Boosty in here, but it's longer than the battery we've been using. So normally we use the one that came with it.
Right.
With an extra. Extra was bad. Got rid of it. So what we're gonna have to do, if you look in here, the width across here it's not wide enough across here to fit both batteries in. I'm gonna cut these bolts down.
Okay.
And hopefully that'll leave us enough room. We're gonna take these bolts out right now and measure and see what we can get. We're gonna set one in place. These pieces, these devices,
what are
the weight distribution hitch, and they have to go all the way against the frame like that with the bolt in here. But if I chop that bolt off a little bit, we might be able to put both of these in here. We're gonna find out right now.
Everything turns into a project around here. I have my fingers so crossed right now. Is it fitting?
I don't know, we'll find out right now.
Oh, I see.
It might be a problem.
Ah.
Might be a problem. Okay, so we had to go to B37.5, 0.5. Something like that.
Right.
I'll show you in a minute. We gotta make some slots in this metal though.
Okay.
Okay, so this is another one of those typical last minute Dandi off-road. We gotta make it happen.
It's a Hoover maneuver.
Well, we didn't, we ran out of time. It's getting dark.
Oh, that's gonna go on if you, yeah. Yep, I see what you did there.
Alright, so we gotta clearance it a little bit. Well, maybe not. And then the battery's gonna sit on top of that.
Uh-huh.
And then we're gonna clamp it down right there.
I like your style. Yep.
Got this. Just gonna go through that.
So you're marking what?
Marking the other side for the other mount.
Okay. Oops. It's all coming together for me. Takes me a little bit of time.
Alright, so we're gonna drill that.
Woohoo! I should watch that.
So here's our throw together quick
Battery mount system?
battery mount system.
Looks magnificent.
We have little time because we waited too long to make this happen. We have a 400-mile round trip and we can't have the batteries coming loose. We want heat at night.
True.
So here we go. This stuff is ridiculous heavy. It's too much for what we're doing.
So we're gonna use a bed.
We're gonna use the bed, bro. Because it's what we have and we don't have time to go get anything else. We needed something to attach the mounts to, so we're going to drill a hole in it. Over here we already have a bar, if you look over here.
Okay.
So we already have that bar, we're going to drill a hole in.
Okay.
This piece is going to come under here. And we're going to drill a hole in it, in the center, and it's going to hook like that.
What's next?
I need to clean this up because if I touch that, it will definitely cut me. And if I put it under the trailer and forget about it, I will definitely
Which you will.
stick my hand under there and
You will do
shot
that.
my finger right off.
Oh God.
We're going to use this guy, this flapper disc. We're going to clean the edges up.
See if it's working out. How's it going?
Good.
Everything.
Together.
Oh, good.
So we're going to mount this battery in and see what we have. A little bit of a melted ground wire.
How's that happen?
Well, it's a long story. I'll let you tell it.
That fire? Is that when? We'll skip that.
Okay, so we have the batteries mounted. It's not ideal.
I think it's perfect. Idea.
But it's what works for tonight. They're mounted solid, they're not going anywhere, and we will have a heater. Okay, so it's getting dark out here. I don't know how well you can see this. We finished mounting the batteries. Now we just have to do a couple other things, swap out wheels and tires on the Can-Am, bead lock, stuff like that. But here is the battery configuration we came up with. It's kind of slapped together, but we will have heat and we will have batteries to start the generator, all that good stuff. 2 batteries mounted, working, good to go.
What's next on the list, sir?
We need to put this bead lock on. You know what? Actually, I'll be right back. I gotta grab it. Okay, so we have 16 bolts here. We had to just grab what was available at the hardware store. They didn't have, the stock ones. That wheel's dirty, really dirty. We still have to clean up the car.
Gross.
But they didn't have the black flanges, and they didn't have stainless steel. Somebody had used a couple stainless steels in this, and we didn't get washers, which I meant to get.
Oh.
But we need this together for the trip. It's just a spare. So we're going to put it together with what we have.
That's how we do it. And that little stool that I built is really a good tire mounting bead
Yeah.
lock system, whatever.
Yeah, this is our fancy wheel mounting system.
You could spin it.
Check it out.
You could spin it. You could wheel it across the shop.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so we're getting ready to put the last one in. We put a little bit of anti-seize on each one of them, so they don't seize.
Right, anti-seizing.
And actually it helps when you go to, when you start to torque, so it's not binding. And we got anti-seize all over the lock ring.
You're a mess.
So I'm just gonna snug these down so that the wheel's in place, and then we're gonna get out the torque wrench and we're gonna torque it to the factory, Can-Am factory recommended specifications.
There you go.
Whatever that might be.
What's next?
We're gonna torque these to the factory, Can-Am factory specifications.
Pretty close to.
Yeah, well, you can look that up.
Yeah, just we don't want to give that kind of stuff away and be responsible. Hell, too much on the internet. But those look cool. I think.
These went around and snugged them all pretty good.
Yeah. All right, so those are torqued.
It is torqued. We got this one and this one.
Ta-da!
We're done. Now we need to swap out the wheels and tires.
Oh yeah.
It's getting late. We're getting tired, but we're almost done.
It's so dark outside. Okay.
Okay, what are we doing?
Swapping out the tires so we can desert ride.
What tires you putting on?
Those dirt tires.
Those big horns?
Yep. I am. This thing. Oh, this is. Hang on. Don't worry about it. It's good. Yeah, those. Are we gonna feel like we're like a rocket again?
Oh yeah.
Getting on the dirt is so different. We've only been in the sand.
No horsepower robbing sand this trip.
Oh. Okay. All right. These are like naked.
Super light. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting some big horns. Brand new. Well, not brand new.
Slightly used. We're really tired, so we're going to skip ahead to the wheels and tires already on. And they're on. And look at this one. This back one over here, flat. Flat, flat. Never fails.
What happened?
That one's been leaking ever since we bought it. Since our first trip.
Can-Am bead locks. For some reason, there's a problem with holding air. Not sure what it is.